Good morning, everybody, from Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh. Here we are at Samanafshi, and you have been privileged to witness a historic event over here. We're starting a new sefer, and not just any other sefer. Of course, all Sforim are special, but this sefer is one of the most special Sforim that has been accepted by the Jewish people in the last 200 years since it was written. The Nefesh HaChaim by Reuven Chaim Bolozhiner, Zatzal, of blessed memory, the prime disciple of the Gaon Vilna. So, I'm wondering what we should continue with, and I spoke to a Rav today, and he said, do Nefesh HaChaim. So I said, Nefesh HaChaim? He says, yes. It's essential sefer to know. For every Ben Torah has to know this sefer. Rav Reuven Zatzal very much praised the value of learning the sefer from his teacher of Chatzkel Levenstein Zatzal. So we're going to have to follow the advice of Talmidei Chachamim and Gedolim, and yes, Roy. Baruch Hashem, we're in the middle of the shir. Oh, okay. Feel better. Fuah Shlema. Okay, so without further ado, let's let the Sefer Nefesh HaChaim speak for itself. We're going to start with Shar Aleph, Perik Aleph. Ezrat Hashem. Okay, Ksiv. V'yivra Elokeim es ha'adam b'tzalmoi. V'tzelem Elokeim bara oiso. Now this is a pasuk in Bereshis, very beginning of the Torah. It starts with the creation of Adam HaRishon. So you see over here that the pasuk mentions that Adam, the Torah describes as Tzelem Elokim. But Tzelem Elokim bara oso. Hashem created the person, but Tzelem Elokim. And this is going to be the subject of this parak. Okay, Ksiv, Tzelem Elokim, Aseh Adam. This is how Hashem made a person. How did he make a person? With Tzelem Elokim. With the Tzelem of Elokim. What does that mean, with the Tzelem Elokim? What is a Tzelem? What does that mean, Tzelem? Ine. Oimet Pnimius Inyan HaTzelem. The depths of the matter of Tzelem. Umidvorim ha'omdim merumo shel oilam. In English, it's translated as the image. Hashem created man in the image of himself. What's an image? What does that mean? He's a picture. He's a snapshot. What's it mean that he's an image? Where did they come up with that expression? An image, well, you take a picture, and that snapshot that you see is an image of the person or the view or the building or whatever it is that you took the picture of. It looks very much like the actual thing. That it is a picture of, so it's called an image. So, truth is, this is what the Nefesh HaChaim is going to say over here. So even though this matter of Tselem is one of the things which stands at the height of the universe, and he says furthermore, "V'hu kol rov sisrei panimios hazohar." What it says in the Zohar is very much a lot of it has to do with Tselem Elokim. Amnam kan daber b'milas Tselem b'derech hapashtanim harishonim zal. Here we are going to bring the definition of the word Tselem according to the simple, straightforward understanding, without the Zohar. Pasuk nasa Adam, b'tzalmenu k'dibusenu. Hashem said, "Let's make Adam b'tzalmenu k'dibusenu," in our image, in our form. By the way, who's Hashem talking to? Nasa Adam, let us make man. Was there anybody around at that time? There was no man at that time. Who was he talking to? So the Chazal say he's talking to the Malachim. Let us make man to the Malachim. In our Tselem, in our Demus. So now he's going to explain what it means. Hu ki milas Tselem u Demus kan eino kamashma'o. The word Tselem and Demus, image, form, is not like it sounds. Ki kasuv b'furish. We have a pasuk in Yeshaya, Sefer Yeshaya. Uma Demus ta'archoloi ela. Pasuk in the Navi over there. We're not going to go into the pasuk. Uses that word. Ela perushoy dimyon. Dimyon ma be'ezeh davar. There's a certain common denominator. Dimyon ma. Kamo demisi lakas midbar. I was like this the bird of the desert. A certain bird called a lakas. Kiloi nasu loi knafayim v'chartum. The Navi didn't mean to say that he grew wings, or now he has a long beak, like a bird has. V'lo nishtanet tzurato, the tzuras hakas. He didn't mean to say that he turned into a bird. Rak shenidme az b'mikra pulozov shahayanav anod. But in terms of his actions and his hanhavas, his ways and his deeds, he was novanad, like a bird. He floundered over here, he floundered over there, without being rooted. Kamo lakas midbar, just like a desert bird. Shehu tzipor boded ma'ofef mimakom umakom. It has no place to call its home. It goes, wanders, meanders here and there. Kahu lefi pashtanim arishonim zal. This is the meaning of the word demus, according to the simple understanding of our earlier commentators. V'kein al derek zeh hu inyan milas tselem, and this is also true of the word tselem. Kehema doimim b'mashma'am b'tzad ma. There is a certain that's the same idea that of Tselem, that there's a common denominator between the two. Common denominator. Okay. So that's the Perek Aleph. That's the Perek Aleph. We go to Perek Beis. Perek Beis. Amnam lahavin inyan omru b'Tselem Elokim daika. However, here we run into a problem. man is similar to Hashem? What does that mean? There's a similarity between man and Hashem? And furthermore, we're talking about, we say Tselem Elokim. We don't say Tselem Yud-Kei Vav-Kei. There's no such expression in all of Tanakh that we were made B'Tselem Hashem. It's always Tselem Elokim. Now, what does it mean, Elokim? That's not okay. Okay, there's a. He's gonna go. He's gonna say something else. Tishem Elokim Yadua Perushoy Shehu Mora Shehu Yisborach Shmo Baal HaKoichos Kulam Kamo Shemavur B'Tur Chaim Simin Hey. The Perush of the word Elokim is teaching us that Hashem Yisborach, He is Baal HaKoichos Kulam. He is in charge of all the kochos that there are in the universe. And this is the explanation that's given in the Torah for the word Elokim, and this is the kavanah that we have when we say the word in davening. Inyan ma shehu yisborach nikra Baal HaKochos. What does that mean, that he is Baal HaKochos? Eloi kamidas basu adam midas HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The attribute of human beings is not the same as the midah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the attributes of Hashem. Ki ha'adam k'shebona binyan derek moshal me'etz. When a person builds a building, what does he do? He has to build it from materials. And where does he get the materials? He gets them from the store. Where does the guy from the store get it from? He gets it from the forest, or from the desert, or from Italy, wherever it is that he gets it from. But he can't make the material himself to build anything with. Eina bona bore umamsi oz mikoicho ha'etz. He doesn't create the wood. Rak shalokeach eitzim shekvar nivru umesadron b'binyan. He can take materials which have already exist in the world, and he can form them and shape them and arrange them in order to make a binyan. And if he already built the building according to his design, now it's built. If he leaves the scene, he goes on to somewhere else. It doesn't affect the status of the binyan. The binyan has already been built, and it continues to exist. He doesn't need to do anything for it in order to continue to exist. Aval hu yisborach shmo kamo be'eis brias olamos kulam boram Mutzium, hu yisborach, yesh me'ayin, v'kolchi abilti tachlis. Hashem is not like that. He doesn't go to the store and get materials and make things. He's the one who creates the materials. He's the one who created everything that there is in the world, gave life and existence to everything that there is in the world. That's what we mean when we say balakoichos. There was nothing. The world was. There wasn't a world. It was tohu vavohu. And then Hashem created yesh me'ayin. So that's balakoichos. Came in us, and also from then on. Since he created it and brought it into existence, so therefore we can see that the existence of this building, or this person, or this animal, or this brick depends for its continued existence on Hashem. Oz kol yom v'kol rega mamash kol koach mitziutam v'sidram v'kiyumam tolui rak b'mashu hu yisborach shmo mashpia b'hem b'ritzono yisborach kol rega koach v'shefas or chadash. Hashem has to continually bestow upon this creation what he calls shefas or chadash, a new light. The bounty of new light, and without that, ilu haya hu yisbarach misalek mehem. If Hashem would take a vacation and go and remove himself from this activity of creation, koech hashbasoi, if he would remove his koach hashbasoi af rega achas kerega hayu kulam laefes v'toyu. Immediately in that moment that Hashem removed the hashpah of his or chadash onto this thing that he created, it would cease to exist. Moshe Sidru, Anshe Knesset Gdola, and this is what Anshe Knesset Gdola were mesader in the tefillah of the Bircas Krishma of Shabbos. Hamakadesh v'tuboy v'chol yom tamid maseh v'reishis. Hashem is Makadesh. He renews and rejuvenates the tubo in His goodness. V'chol yom. And every day, and really the Nefesh HaChaim has said every moment, tamid, constantly. In other words, every day it's constant, it's tamid. Maseh Bereshis. The creation is happening every day. It wasn't just something that happened 57 and 78 years ago.
You wanted to get that in
everything
special,
is on. For all the deniers who deny the world was created by Hashem. Yes, we believe that the world was created by Hashem, and the Torah tells us that that's when the creation began, and that we have a Masorah on that. This is our tradition, and whoever else has a different tradition, they can.
Yeah.
Good luck to them.
Gee, the can's not here.
So that is a continuing Maseh Bereshis. Hainu tamid mamash. Oh, he says it explicitly. What they mean to say is that it's the word tamid over here doesn't mean simply every morning and every afternoon, like the tamid shel bein arbaim that we bring. It's called tamid. Yeah, every morning. We bring a korban tamid in the Beis Hamikdash, and every bein arbaim in the afternoon we also bring a korban tamid. So it's called tamid, even though we only do it 2 times a day. It's not all the time. Here the word tamid means mamash, constantly. Kol eis v'rega, every moment. Hashem is infusing life into everything in creation, because if He would not do that on a constant basis from second to second, then that creation would cease to exist. What's the proof that this is so? Variasa mefureshes kamor le'oseh orim gedolim sheloi omar aseh ela oseh. The proof for this is explicit in the pasuk, like it says, le'oseh orim gedolim. Hashem, it doesn't say Hashem made the sun and the moon. It said, David HaMelech says in Tehillim, Oseh Orim Gedolim. He makes the great lights, the great luminaries, which are referring to the sun and the moon. Because it's something that's happening as we speak, every moment. Okay. So if so, we come back to the question. So what does it mean, Tselem Elokim? What does it mean, Nasa Adam B'Tzalmenu K'Debosenu? In Hashem's image, in His form. What at all is there any similarity between Adam and Hashem? Any more so than any other creature that there is in the world. That's what the pshat is when we say that Elokim means Baal HaKoiches Kulam. Shekol koyach prati hanimsa b'kol ha'olamot. Every force or power, private power that there is, that exists in all of the worlds, he says over here, b'kol ha'olamot. There he alludes to the fact that there's not just one world, there's many worlds. Hakol hu yisborach shmo aval koach shelehem. Hashem is the one who is over them, is in charge of them, who is in control of them, and who gives that creation life. Shemashpia behem hakoyach ugvura kol rega utluyim b'yodo. All of them are dependent upon Hashem. Tummy, on a constant basis from moment to moment. Lishnoisam l'sadrum k'ritzoino yisborach. Hashem can do as he in his wisdom decides whether to change their seder or whether to do it according to the seder that it looks to us like we say that it is on a constant basis the way that it works. Right? The sun looks like it comes up every day, and it goes and does exactly the same thing every day. So it looks like it's automatic. It looks like it's running on automatic pilot, but it's not so. It may look like that, but it's not so. And this is when we have Nisim Gluyim happen, and we have accounts in the Navi, in the Navim of the sun being stopped in order for Yeshua to finish the battle in one of the battles of the 31 kings. So there it's clear when something like that happens, to allow Yeshua to finish off the battle. You can only do battle during the daytime, you can't do it when the sun goes down. We see very clearly that the sun is subject to a higher force. It's subject to the command of Hashem. Hashem commands it to do whatever it is that it does. Generally, it runs according to a fixed seder. But otherwise, if there's a reason why it shouldn't run according to his fixed seder, so Hashem changes that seder, just like we find by Kriyas Yamsuf in this week's parsha, in Beshalach. Hashem showed that even the Yamsuf is subject to Hashem's every moment. Okay. Here, Gimel, you want to take over? Lauren.
Sure. Cain, excuse me, Cain did Dimyon Zeh, Kaviyachol. Similarly, with this form, how do you type Kaviyachol? I've never.
In English, they translate it as it were.
As it were. Baruch Hu Yisbarach Es Adam. Hashem made man. V'hishlitu Ribe Rivon Kochos Velamos Ein Mispar. And he gave to him
Shlita. What's Shlita?
I don't know.
Dominion rather. Dominion.
Oh, he gave. So he gave man dominion over Kochos' powers.
Rive Ravavon Kochos.
Thousands of powers.
Tens of thousands of
powers
of
and
Kochos
worlds
Olam.
without count.
Right, Ein Mispar.
Okay.
Too numerous to count.
Misarim Biyado.
Masram Biyodo.
Moser is.
Moser. He gave over the shlita of these kochos and olamos biyado into man's hand, into his control.
Shehehu Hamidaber v'Hamanhig Osam. That he would be the Midaber's speaker.
I don't think it's Medaber over here, Madber. Like they're under his authority.
Right. Okay. And Hamanhig, the master over them.
Manhig, he leads it where it is, where it's going to go is dependent upon his lead.
Okay. Al Pikol Perushe Tunas.
Prate Tunos.
I'm sorry. I'll call Prate Tunos Masav. I'll call Prate Tunuos Masav. And all the details of his works.
Tenua means it's movements.
So all
Tenuos Masav, his movements
and actions.
His actions.
V'diburov and his speech. V'machashavos and his thoughts. V'chol Sidrei Hadhagos and the order of his leading them. Hein Latov Ol Hefech. Whether they were for good or for bad.
Yeah, he doesn't use the word ra over here. He used the hepech. It's good or the opposite of that. Chas v'sholom. He doesn't even want to mention the.
So he's saying he's given over. Hashem has given over to man control over the various strengths and worlds for man to lead them. Okay. I assume he'll explain what that means.
Well, he just said now, Mosem biyado, he gave them into his authority. Shehu hamadber b'manhigosam. He's the one who's going to have them under his dominion and according to his lead, he's going to lead where they're going to go. How is he going to do that? Al pi kol prate tenuos masav u'tibur v'machshavosav. It's going to be according to the all of the each and every detail of his any move that man makes, any act that a man does, any speech or dibor that a person speaks, and even his thoughts. That is what's going to determine what is going to happen, the fate of all of these kochos and olamos ein mispar.
So is that what he's saying? So
Kol sidri hanhagosov, all of the schedule of his activities. That's what's going to determine the fate of all the kochos and olamos that there are. Hein letov, o lehepech, whether for good or for its opposite.
So Hashem is giving over into Adam these powers that normally he would have kept. Is that?
These powers, this is the dimion.
I'm saying, yeah.
This is the dimion right here.
By giving
We
over,
just see where he's going with this. What did he do? In Perik base, he defined what's it mean Elokim?
right.
Elokim means Balakotos Kulam, meaning that everything for its continued existence depends upon Hashem. What Hashem is going to decree for that creation, totally in His control. So that's Elokim. Man is Tselem Elokim.
Right.
What does that mean? In a certain sense, he has a common denominator with Hashem in that Hashem is Elokim. What way? Here he's now explaining what's the dimion, what's the similarity.
Right. He's giving over into man the powers to control.
Just like Hashem has absolute power, so too man has great power through what he says, does, and even thinks. Everything that all of his conduct is going to determine what happens in all of the Revei Revavo in the Kochos Alamos ein mispar. So
Okay, so ki b'matzav k'tabura v'shavos tovim, his actions and his speech and his thoughts that are good, humakayim, these will stand or last. V'nosen koch b'kama kochos v'olamos elyonim hakadoshim, and he will give strength to many of the strengths and worlds of the realm of the Kodesh, the upper realm,
the holy celestial upper realms. He is Mekayim them. He maintains them and causes them to continue to exist and give them strength and power through what? Through his actions, speech, and thoughts that are good. Mostly behem kedusha, or.
And he adds to their kedusha and their light, or he gives them kedusha and light.
He adds kedusha and or to their existing kedusha and or. So that's like Hashem. Just like Hashem gives hashpah to cause something to continue to exist. So too, a person is doing the same thing. He's mostly kedusha and or with his good actions and thoughts and deeds to the most holy of the upper spheres.
Kosher kasub v'Yeshaya, as written in Yeshaya.
Yasim
Divorai v'ficha v'gomer l'nitoa shemayim l'sod haaretz.
Right.
As grasses?
No, as like from the word just the three-letter shorish is sim, lasim, to place.
Okay. Place.
The aleph is future tense, and the vav is vav hipuch.
Right. And he will add, and he will put.
I have, and I will continue to do. Interesting. Why that's very good for vav hipuch. I have done this, and I will continue to do it. What is he going to continue to do? I'm going to continue to place
Words.
my words, beficha, in your mouth.
This is Hashem talking to Adam.
Yeah.
L'intol b'shamayim, to plant heaven and the sod is foundation. From
Right,
sod is
right,
foundation.
Right, to create the foundation of the earth. That's all there is. Shemayim ba'aretz. That includes everything that there is in the universe. So asim devar beficha.
So Hashem is giving man the power through the power of speech to do this.
Yes.
Okay.
His speech has Hashem is given over the ability to found worlds and maintain and cause them to flourish into man's power, and specifically into his mouth.
Maram Zatzal, and also the words of our tzaddikim in brachos, al tikra banayach el banayach, don't read as your sons but as your builders.
Right.
Ki hema ha misadrin olamos elyonim, as they have ordered the upper worlds. Kibona hamisader Kivona hamisader binyono is somebody who has plans for his building. He's building in an orderly fashion. Nosin bahem rov koach, and he has given them many strengths. I'm really not sure what that last sentence.
Okay, so the pasuk in Yeshaya told us that Hashem has placed into our abilities and strengths the ability lintoa shamayim v'yisod aretz. That's the pasuk in the Navi. Mm-hmm. Then the Nefesh HaChaim says ukamayim ramzal, and this is also referred to. This same idea is also referred to by Chazal. Ukamayim ramzal, as those that say of blessed memory. He doesn't call them Chazal. He calls them according to their saying, according to what Chazal have said. This is what we say at the end of Shachris after Pitu Maktoris. Al Tikra Bonai.
Not your sons, but your builders.
That's the drasha that Chazal had on the pasuk. Kol Bonai Limudei Hashem. All your sons will be Limudei Hashem. Will be the learners and the students of Hashem. And Chazal said, don't read it Bonaich, but read it Bonaich. So Hashem made us. He made man builders, because that's what a builder does. Kaboina, like a builder. What does a builder do? Hamasader binyono. He's the one that organizes and arranges and sets and plans the binyan. The nostim behem Rav Koach, and he gives to them a great koach. The ability to build. We're not just banim, but we are builders, because this, I just thought of something. This could be the idea over here. Klal Yisrael are banim lamakom. We are sons of Hashem. In what way? What is a son? A son is someone who, he's like the father. He goes in the way of his father. He takes over the work of the father. and that's so. Therefore, if we are going to be sons of Hashem, so to speak, Kaviyachol, as it were, so we are going to be builders, because that's what Hashem's business is. Hashem's business is building. He built the world. He created the world. And He continues to build it and maintain it. So He gave this ability to us as well, to do the same thing. So we are bonim, and we are the builders. Like father, like son.
And the other way, chas v'shalom, adi ma'asev adi rov machshos asher lo tovim, on deeds or words or thoughts that are not good, who mechares Rahman son kamakochos, he will destroy many powers, almost elyonim hakadoshim, and worlds in the holy spheres. La'ain erech v'shir, that have no measure. What's erech?
Erech is referring to the echus, the quality of the destruction you can't imagine. La'ain erech. You can't imagine what when somebody looks at something that they're not supposed to look at. You can't imagine what that does to the kochos v'olomos elyonim hakadoshim. La'ain erech. You can't imagine you can't put a estimation, an appraisal of the damage. The shiur.
Measure.
Right. The amount and the quality is unfathomable. We would never have thought that that's the way it is.
Koshin Amar, Nahar Sayich, Machari Vayich, Mimecha Yitzeu.
So Mahar Saich is from the word heres that we had before. Mehar Saich, from your ones that are hores, from your destroyers, Umachri Vayich, and yours, and from yours who are are Machrib, destroy. Two different expressions of destruction.
Right. From Mimach Yetsu, from you they go. O Machshif, O Makutin, Oram, Kedushasom, Chas v'shalom, to destroy or...
This is no longer the pasuk.
Right. O Maktin.
Right. What are the words over here? Machshif from the word choshech.
Darken.
Maktin from the word katan.
Lessen, diminish.
Right.
Their Oram is their light.
Right.
And the Kedusha.
Right.
Mosef Koach L'Umaz Zeh, and it adds power to this world.
The Meduros Hatuma.
And the light of the fires of Tuma, the torches of Tuma. Bircas son.
Yeah, Meduros Hatuma.
It's like Gehenna or something. Sounds like a muscle for Gehenna.
Not only, I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what he's referring to when he says that, but in other words, two things. The main point over here is two things are happening. Two things are. It's probably that way when he does something good also, but for some reason he only mentioned it over here where he does something that's not good. Two things happen. one thing that happened, right? In other words, in the world, in the Olomos, there are kochos of Kedusha, and there are kochos hatuma.
Right.
And that's what he means, zeh umazeh. This one corresponding to that one. There's some type of a
balance.
Some type of a balance. When a person does an avera, he says, so then he puts out the light and he makes smaller the or of the olamas hakadoshos. The things that are kadosh, he diminishes their kedusha. But not only does he do that, but he gives koach to the forces of tuma that oppose the kedusha. So presumably the same is true. I'm not going to say presumably; it's definitely so. The Sforim say definitely it is so. That when he does a mitzvah, the same two things happen in the opposite direction. He's adding kochos of kedusha to the Olomos Elyonim Hakadoshim, and he's also being mashpil and being maktin the Meduras Hatuma. I don't know why he didn't mention that over there, but it's that's clear that is so. So here we're getting an idea. This is what the Nefesh HaChaim is known for. That when a person reads this sefer, he gets an idea of the incredible koach and power that Hashem put into man. Mm-hmm. Not just simply that he has ability to make an atom bomb. We know he can make an atom bomb, and obviously an atom bomb can cause great destruction. We can see that. Even a goy can understand that is so. Right. He's not talking about that. He's not talking about making an atom bomb. He's talking about doing a mitzvah with your hands, or saying words of Torah with your mouth. He's talking about doing things that a goy would say, "Yeah, what is that? That's his religious observance. Okay, fine. We eat fish on Friday. It's all the same thing. Everybody can do what they want." No. All these things that we do, they it's not simply a matter of, we got a brownie point, and now we're going to be, getting a good thing from Hashem. It has unbelievable ramifications in the entire world. What we do, how we act, and what we say, and what we think, and like he says, for the tov l'hepech chas v'shalom. So this is something that we have to keep in mind. We have to keep in mind. Something that we have to keep in mind. Even things that we would never think would have so much koach, but in fact they have tremendous koach, and this should give us an incentive to, of course, make sure that do the right thing. That our masav dibur machshava should be tov and not lehepech chas v'shalom. Yeah. Okay, very good. Very good. We have Okay, so let's continue a little bit further.
Okay. Zehu v'yivra Elokim es adam b'tzalmo b'tzalmo Elokim. And this is what he means when the pasuk says, Hashem said, or let us make. Hashem said. Hashem made man in his image, in the image of Hashem.
Right.
Okay. Ki b'tzelem Elokim asa v'gomer. In the image of Hashem he was made, etc. Shekamo shehu yisborach shmo, that in the ways that he is like Hashem, hu halokim.
Kamo shehu yisborach shmo, just like Hashem, may his name be blessed. Elokim Baal HaKoiches, He is Balakoichus.
Hanimsa b'chol olamos kulam, that are found in all of the worlds.
Right.
Ubesadrin uminhagin kol rega rishano, and he leads and guides every instant according to his will. Kin hishlit rishano yisporach es hadam, that Hashem gave dominion to of his will.
It was his will to give dominion to man. It was his will. Kain heshlit ritzaino yisborach. So his will was to give this shlita over to man.
Sheyehu poseach hasoger, he is the opens and closes. Shall kol kama alfei ros rivos kochos, on all thousands of powers, the olmos and worlds. Al pi kol prate sidre ha nagosov, on all the details of the order of their leading. B'chol inyanov, in every Indian. B'chol ace the rega mamish, for every instant and moment, exact, really. Kafi shirosho ha'elyon shel maisav, the dibur of machashavos, according to the root of all, the root harshosh elyon, the upper root. I'm not quite sure what that term means. Of all his actions and words and thoughts. Kihu gam came havale kocho shelahem kavyachol. Like as if he is also the master of these powers, as it were.
Right. Hashem is Balakoichus Kulam. That's the definition of Shem Elokim, like we brought from the Torah.
Right.
So this, that the pasuk is saying that Hashem is going to create man with Salma, Tselem Elokim. So that means that all that Hashem is Balakoichus Kula, Kaviyachol, he says, that was given over into man's control. That according to the way man conducts himself, every rega, kafi shorsho ha'elyon shel ma'asav. What is the shorish elyon that he's talking about over here? What we do down here, how is it that it can affect all the olamas elyonim, hakadoshim? How could that be?
Because Hashem gave it the power to.
So there's a certain structure to it, we'll call it.
Okay.
And this is what he's referring to over here when he says kafi shorsho ha'elyon. The shorish, I think I'm guessing over here, but there's a way Hashem made His world. There's a structure. There's a spiritual structure over here, which is called Shorish Elyon. In other words, that the man himself, how is he able to affect these worlds? Because his Shorish is rooted up there as well. He has a neshama which is shorish b'makom elyon, and therefore when he does and he says and he acts and he thinks, this is through this shorish elyon. This is what gives or the opposite chas v'sholom to all the olamas elyon. That's the spiritual structure that Hashem made in the world. So that's what he's saying over here. Kafi shorsho elyon shel masav u'dibur u'machshavosav ki'ilu hu gam kein abalakoichus. It's as though almost that Hashem gave this koach of being balakoichas kulam over to man, kaviyachol.
And that's the
That
kitzur, that is what it means to be created. So
that's the tzelem elokim. That's the dimion. That's the dimin that we have. That's the similarity, the common denominator that we have with Hashem, right? He's balakoichas kulam.
He has chosen to give over to us some of those kochos to have control.
Right. Right. So this is you think about it, this is quite a responsibility that we have. We have it's been entrusted to us the world, basically. So this is the idea. This is the idea. Okay, very good. Yashikoyach. Bezrat Hashem. The next time, continuing with the Sefer Nefesh HaChaim of Reuven Volozhiner. Thanks for listening.